All right, guys, Tim McAmis back for another video tonight. I want to talk about something that kind of irks me every time I go to the track, but it's a starting line procedure. So this is an important part of the run, and everybody has a little different tactic that they do up there for their starting line procedure. And you know, there's a lot going on up there, especially if you're at a national event, or even if you're at a big event. There's always there's a lot of people up there. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's cars doing burnout stuff. It's kind of a dangerous area. In my opinion, there should be very few people up there. But unfortunately, you go to some of these races, they're just packed with people. I don't care for that. We're not going to get into that right now. But let's talk about the basic starting line procedure. So depending on whatever kind of car you got, pro mod, bracket car, top sportsman, whatever. First of all, you don't need 37 motherfuckers going to the starting line with you. That is ridiculous, okay? You don't need everybody. You don't need your whole family, grandma, grandpa, everybody. They don't need to go to the starting line, okay? So don't drag all those people up there. First of all, it's just confusing. They're just up there in the way anyway. So if there is an issue, need an emergency vehicle or something like that, they're just in the way. They're gonna get run over. So at the most, you need 2 guys. And I don't even know if you need 2 guys. 1 would be more than sufficient depending on your car. Sometimes you don't even need any, but cut the amount of people down that you take to the starting line. You don't need your neighbor and his neighbor up there, okay? Go up there with 1 or 2 crew guys, look organized, look like you know what you're doing. Hopefully you got a uniform shirt or something so you don't look like you're homeless, but be organized when you go to the starting line. Put the car in the water, and this is something that everybody wants to do something up there. So it's like, they want to pull you into the water and they want to position you and all this bullshit. But if you're driving this car, you should have a clue and know what's going on up there, like know where the water box is and know where the starting line is. I mean, there's shit to tell you. The lights come on when you're in the right position, so it's not that complicated. So I see these guys go up there all the time. They got a guy on each side of the car holding it still while it's doing the burnout, and they got some guy pulling him into the water, some guy telling him when to go, some guy to, it's like, it's ridiculous, okay? When it's time to go, do your burnout, the person in charge of the starting line will tell you that. A track personnel will. You don't need that and one of your guys doing it. So you got the car in the water, you should be able to find that yourself. You can pull into the water box and but if you want somebody up there to go, hey, pull up a little bit, that's your business. Do your burnout, back up straight. This is another thing that irks me. So when I raced, I had nobody around the car. I didn't need some jack off out in front of the car telling me when to back up straight, okay? I can see the center of the racetrack. I can back up straight. I don't have to back up like some kind of idiot, okay? I can tell where the groove is and what I'm doing. But if you want somebody up there to go like this, half the time the driver's not even paying attention to them anyway. So if that's your deal, fine. Have them back you up. Don't back up so fast that you're going to go past the starting line and maybe get into the other car that was waiting in the water box behind you. Back up at a decent pace, get behind the starting line, pick your place on the racetrack, put it in gear and pull it forward. And here's another thing. If you need some son of a bitch up there to tell you where the starting line's at, to kind of inch you in like this so you feel like you're important, you can kind of, okay, pull it up a little bit, pull it up. The light's going to come on any minute. I mean, when the pre-stage light comes on, you're in the right fucking place. It's not that complicated. It's really easy to tell where you're at. But if you like that kind of shit, more power to you. So back up. Put your car in low gear, hopefully in low gear. I see guys put them in second gear, whatever. Put the damn thing in low gear so you can take off at the right gear ratio and pull it forward and get yourself ready to go. And when the pre-stage light comes on, stop. The next light to come on is going to be the stage light. Then it's time to go. I mean, all this stuff is done for you. You don't have to have people up there laying it out for you where you got to be. And then when you do back up, before you stage, if you got this guy back there that's checking your wheelie bars. So number 1, if you're checking your wheelie bars for data for yourself and you're recording that and you got somebody back there that knows how to adjust the shit, good, that's fine. But if it's just some guy back there because everybody else is doing it, just don't even bring him up there, okay? I see this all the time. Guys come up, they back up. First of all, the guy back there in the wheelie bar area, he's nervous, okay? I see these guys, they're in panic mode all the time. So they're up there shaking and they're trying to put their tape measure or their wheelie bar wrench or whatever they got and set the wheelie bars. I don't even know if they're looking at it because half the time they're cranking on the shit the wrong way. I'll see them put their wheelie bar wrench down to get a measurement on the center of the wheel. That thing ain't even straight. It's laid over to one side, it's crooked, it's fucking useless, okay? It's like, if you got somebody up there that's calm and this data is good for you, fine. But if it's just a clusterfuck back there, don't bring him up, he's just in the way, okay? Just tell him to stay back at the trailer or go get a hot dog or something, but you don't need the guy doing that if it's not good data for you. If it is, let him practice on which way to turn the goddamn top bars, okay? Because I see this, guys up there, they're all jacked up, they're nervous, the cars are running, they're loud, you know, the starter's motioning you forward because you're jackassing around. This guy's back there cranking the son of a bitch the wrong way. He gets it cranked about an inch down lower than it's supposed to be, then figures out it's the wrong way, then he's got to crank it back up. Half the time it ain't even close to where it's supposed to be. But he just says, good, send it, okay? Then the car may or may not be adjusted properly. So think about all this stuff, but just like anything else, practice your starting line routine. You know, practice your procedure, what you're going to do, who's going to do what, whose job is it to have the starter battery or have the extra fuel to get the squirter and the injector. For the blower, have somebody that's their job, okay? That's easy to do. They can do multiple things at one time and give them 3 or 4 jobs to do, and then after the run, have them come down and pull you back off the end of the track. But keep it simple, look organized. Don't look like a bunch of monkeys fucking a football up there. It's not that hard just to go up there and make a nice clean run without having a bunch of people. That's all I got. See you later.